Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome everybody.
Right, on this one, I'm turning a resin keyring. Just again demonstrating the 9mm box follower and how well it works on doing things like resin, like pens and stuff like that. Now I did the key rings before, but I did them. I think I did them with the 12mm round. But obviously this is just for the 9mm box follower. That's all I'm demonstrating on these videos is the box follower. So this is just one of those little keyring kits. Now this is a resin. I made this up quite a while ago, and all I really did, I had some elm Burr pieces, and I dropped them in a pot and just poured some of this resin in. Now the resin, it's a bit crap really. It's resin, it's called. I got it off of eBay, and they didn't have the one I got before, which came from Germany. And this one, I must say, it's good if you want to do like
My,
say
my goblet.
a beaker or something like that, because
Yeah.
because it's more like a plastic than an actual resin. The normal resin goes, and it's all good because I don't have a pressure pot or anything. I'm not into doing resin. I just bung it in and hope for the best. And it bubbles a bit. You get bubbles inside it, and I had a couple on this one. And being there was it was a Burr as well. Not having a pressure pot, obviously, you can't push it right into. The resin doesn't get right into all the gaps. But I'm not that bothered about it. It's just this again is just for a demonstration purpose. Although actually, I've got it here in my hand. It's made a very nice keyring actually, and it's going on my keyring. And yeah, it turned out really nice as an end result. So I'm quite happy with it. But the resin, yeah, it's more like a plate. It doesn't go solid. So like if you push it, you could actually push it now into it a little bit and mark it, but it will pop back out afterwards a bit later. So it's that sort of a resin. Yeah, it's a plasticky one. It's a bit crap really. Let's say it's resin. It's called. They sell it on eBay, and I wasn't very happy with it. So, but like I said, I'm not into resin, so I haven't gone and bought loads more. Now you notice here I'm keeping the handle very low and coming in and riding the bevel, using the bevel. I always say it's the bevel is the most important part here with all the cuts. Anything you do, whether it's a bowl gouge, spindle gouge, roughing gouge, skew chisel, the bevel is the most important part of it. It really is. So a bit of sanding. I'm not going to do like normally with resin. I'll do a wet sand and stuff. With this, because it's this type of resin, I don't. I'm not going to. I'm just doing a quick go. This was really just to show you how to present the cut. Sorry about the dogs barking. There's a plane going past. How to get the cuts on the resin, basically. How to roll your cutter over and get your cuts. So a quick bit of sanding. I sand this up to 1000 grit. Just going through with the hand sanders there. Go for the rotational. I forget what I'm saying
The
there.
rotational.
They're not rotational. They are. Yeah, Sanders at 12 around. I can't even think of what I'd call them now.
Rotary. No, I don't know.
Forget about it. Someone will put it in the comment. I'll know it
Yeah.
by then anyway. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm using these ones at twirly round. That's the one I made a little while ago, the little palm one. Fantastic that is. Brilliant little sander. Lost the sandpaper, then it shot off. It didn't matter because I was changing the grit. As I say, I went up to 1000 grit. And then after that, oh, and I kept my extractor on all the time through this. You probably won't hear it so much because, like I said, I'm doing this at double speed as well, just to keep the time down. But I had the extractor on because you get the dust and that and the smell from resin. I don't like it. It just took all the resin away. It was pretty good. and that was up to the 1000 grit, and now I just use some of my sanding paste. I really must get another bit of rag for that because that's got a bit
Cruddy.
cruddy, yeah, but it still works all right. It still does its job. And that works pretty well on that, the sanding paste. And then after that, I'll put on some of my shine juice, my shellac, if you like. So, which I've played about quite a bit with as well, and I'm quite happy with how I've got it now. I've got it so that it works. I can put it on at 2,500 RPM and it works fine. I don't have to slow the lathe down or anything. I've just played about with how thick I have the shellac and how much oil I put in there. And if you find when you make it up and you put it on, if you put it on, you get it, it'll be lovely and shiny. If it goes a bit dull afterwards, you've probably got a little bit too much oil. And all it is the oil's not finished drying off. If you give it an hour, give it another buff up, put another bit, it will come right up to a shine. But for me, I want it to be instant and I want it to stay shiny. So when I finish, I want it to stay as shiny as it is there. So I put a bit less oil. If you actually see when it's used for French polishing, see, look, you can see the shine. For actual French polishing, you would put the shellac on that's diluted in the denatured alcohol, and then you would just put a tiny drop of oil on your rag, and then you would work it in. You don't have a lot of oil. As for wood turn, we put the oil in it, and that tends to what makes it go flat. So now I cut this here because I go over. If you want to see how I put them together, I've got that on another video. So
Bye,
toodle pip, guys.
guys.